Hi everyone, this is Katie Carney, and it is the 23rd of June 2024, and this is my Flosstube, Katie Stitching. I do not know what Flosstube number it is. I could not decide if I should film or not, but Jen said they don't care if you don't have a lot to show. Everybody just wants to see you, which was very, very sweet and made me film today on Sunday. It is approximately 1800 degrees where I'm living on the sun in Scranton, Pennsylvania. We are in a heat wave. It's been over 90 every day for, I guess, a week now. And I'm not meant for the summer. I'm just not. My hair is frizzy. I went to mass this morning and I brought a personal fan with me because my church is not air conditioned, and I just sat there holding a fan. Definitely am that person. My heart is not happy. I can't go outside. It's too humid. It's gross. And I wish that I could say that I had a lot of stitching. And I guess I do, but I didn't work on a ton of projects, so there's only 3 things to show you. But that's okay. It's been a busy 3 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I had a wedding for my first cousin once removed. Yes. So my dad's cousin's daughter got married. I was the only person from my generation invited, but I was invited to bring my grandmother. That was why. So we went to the wedding, and a lot of my dad's cousins came in from all over the country. And we had some of them here Friday night for dessert and coffee, and then Sunday after the wedding, there was no breakfast or anything. I don't know if that's a tradition for most people, but people of a Polish background generally have a breakfast on Sunday for the wedding guests. There's a word for it in Polish that I don't know. But anyway, they did not do that, so I invited everyone to my house for chili for lunch because I wanted to get up and go to Mass. And I took a couple of my cousins to the cemetery to see their father, their mother, and all of my great-grandparents and their grandparents' graves. It's on the other side of town, and it's kind of hard to get to, so they definitely needed someone who goes there to take them because they were in from Florida. So anyway, it was beautiful. We had fun. My grandmother's nieces and nephews are wonderful. They're a lot of fun to be around, so it was exciting. It's a lot of work, though, and it's funny. I didn't know who was coming in for the wedding until Friday. So at 4 o'clock, I'm working, minding my own business, and I get a call from my grandmother's nephew saying, "We're in Allentown." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I ran up to the store after work and got a couple things together and, just did the best I could. So that was great. My grandmother was really happy. She's had a lot of appointments lately, so there's also been a lot of that going on. And then still settling into the new job. I'm 5 weeks in now, and I still like it. There's a lot of imposter syndrome, but that's okay. We're getting there. So I think that's it for the update for me. My life is kind of boring. Today I am going to a friend's swimming later. I had to buy a swimsuit because I have not been in a pool since before my ex and I started dating. Hindsight being what it is, I don't know if he knew how to swim, but we never had time to, even if our hotel had a pool, we didn't have time to swim, and we never went swimming the whole time we were together. So anyway, a good friend of mine has an in-ground pool, and I am going to go and drown myself in that because it's so hot. Although it kind of looks like it's gonna storm, so maybe I won't be. Who knows? Anyway, you're here to see my stitching. So I have 2 finishes, actually. The first one is a start to finish from yesterday because I needed something for instant gratification. So we're again in my new office. I really like the standing desk. I'm standing up, so I love filming in here because of that. And the desk goes higher and lower. but I exercise in here, so I exercised this morning, and this is the height I like for that. Anyway, I love pens and highlighters and stuff. So on my desk, I've been using this for my pens. They're down here. And then my highlighters in here. And this was like a fine setup. I could kind of like put it away, but it wasn't perfect. And I was at Hobby Lobby 2 weeks ago, and they had this adorable little bag with 2 compartments. So I put my pens in the big compartment and my highlighters here, and that you could stitch on it. I don't know if you can see that. It was pretty cheap. I think it was like $6, $6. It was in the cross stitch section. So I just pulled this book out. I got this for very, very cheap. I don't know where or from who or online or what. And they have an alphabet that I will have to find. They have a couple alphabets. First, they have all the letters for this. Whoops. In that way. But I didn't want multicolors. And then they have these beautiful wedding initials, but I didn't think there was enough room for that. So I just went with, hang on, I'll find them in here somewhere. There we go. Pincushion and needle case letters. So this is the picture of what they should look like. So I did the letter K, as you can see, and I did back stitch it. The floss is Color and Cotton Strawberry, but it's the Every Flavor bean, so I don't know if this is like a color they always have. And it's, hang on, let me get some more light. There we go, that's a little better. So it's like a light, it goes from light pink to kind of almost red. It's really pretty. And I did the loop method. I wanted kind of the fun variegation. I just did my own thing. So you can see that it's kind of a couple shades of red, and you can see in the letter that it's a light pink and a dark pink together. I love it. I think it looks great. So that was a start and a finish from yesterday. My grandmother's like, what are you doing over there? And I was like, a letter K. It doesn't really look like a K because it's Celtic-y, but I like it. And it's for me. My next finish, which had to be done by the end of the month, and I just finished it yesterday, is Prairie Schooler Santa 1997, using 18 count oatmeal Aida 2/1 because it's Aida. I did not do the border. It's just a backstitch border, and between backstitching that letter K and the backstitching on here, I poked myself so bad that I started bleeding, and I was like, wow, that's God telling me not to backstitch anymore. So here is my very messed up, after, what is this, 13, 14 different Santas. My poor floss has seen better days. There's a straight up knot in this. But it's all the Prairie Schooler called for DMC colors for the Santas. And this one just used the basic colors. The last one had extras. So here he is. And I put the 1997 and the 2024 in it. So this is my second Santa of 2024. I have 2 more to do. I tried to do 1 1/4. I do like this one. There was a lot of back stitching, which I don't love, but you know, it's the 90s and back stitching was in. So I don't actually know which Santa is next. Actually, let me grab it. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So the next Prairie Schooler Santa is 1998, and it looks like that. And it's got that same border again. Although the boots look a little different than normal. But it's all the same colors. The doves are nice. It's cute. Oh, I think those are bunnies hanging. I don't really know what he's holding. Don't ask me. I don't know. Anyway, that's my second finish. And then I am working on, I think I told you for my brother, I'm making this. And I'm changing the words in it to what he wants it to say, which is from the same prayer, just a different section. And that is, I arise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's ear to hear me, God's shield to protect me. And I gotta tell you, it's really cute. This leg of the cross took forever. But I finally finished that section. So here is where it is so far. So it turns out up here I must have miscounted. So I'm a little close here. So when I'll do the other side of close here too also. Here too also. Excellent use of the English language there. But I have the top three. The gold is in, and well, hazelnut, color and cotton hazelnut. And then I've started the bottom hazelnut color. And then the next will be the Finley gold, I think is the gold I'm using. Yes. So there's the gold for the outside. And then it'll just be finishing the border and doing the letters. So my brother, his birthday was this week, so happy birthday, Burke. Not that you watch these, but so far he seems really excited about it. And that has been my downstairs stitching, which is honestly mostly where I stitch. So I sit there in the morning to pray and stitch, and then in the evening to watch the news and TV with Frost. So that's where I get most of my stitching. And it's not very big because it's on 25 count oatmeal, but that's a lot of stitches. That is a lot. But I love it, and he loves it. He's coming in July, and I was really hoping to finish it and get it framed before he went back to Tennessee, because I think he's driving. Because if he's driving, then, you know, that would be great. But we shall see. If he is driving and I do need to get it done, I'll probably not start anything else. I'll just keep working on that. That being said, stitching wise, my next project that I need to start is June Quaker. I have been working on all of these this year, and I should have started this one already, but my Prairie Schooler Santa took first place because that's like a many year commitment that I will do for a year, so I didn't want to fall behind. These take like a week or two, so I'm not all that stressed about it. So that's next, and that will be using the DMC conversion and 18 count oatmeal Ada. And I can't remember if I'm using one thread or two. I think I'm using two, but I don't remember. It doesn't matter. And then I do have a single knitting pattern, and wait till you see the picture that I have. So this is for Steph for her birthday, which already happened, but it's too hot to knit. It's the Hogwarts Express cowl. Also, I was trying out all my different pens and highlighters with this. And I am using a fingering weight Malabrigo yarn in like black and green and gray. It's kind of like Slytherin-y. And here So it's knit flat, which I didn't know, so I'll have to sew it closed. But it'll go like this. And here is the pattern so far. Whoops, hang on. So it's pretty. I like it. I don't get a ton of work done on it because in the little bit of time I have, I've been stitching. I don't know why I have so little time. I don't do anything. That's a lie. Yesterday I went to visit a friend. Today I'm going out with a friend. I guess I am doing things. And then on a fun front, I am going to Michigan in April to a cross stitch retreat. I don't remember what it's called. I'll be honest, my friend Jen, hi Jen, she said it was happening and she sent me the link and it's now booked and I just have to get a plane ticket and pay her for the hotel. That's it. I am completely leaving it up to her. When it comes to cross stitch retreats, I have no experience, so I just trust everybody else to do it for me. Michelle McGraw went to StitchCon this year and it looked like a lot of fun. I can't imagine that many people. It kind of gives me a little anxiety. And also it would be hard for me to go to Ohio and not go to see my mom's family, which is like in a separate part of the state. And I would feel guilty if I didn't go see them because I love them. So maybe someday. Actually, funny and exciting, my aunt from Ohio is going to the Finger Lakes on a vacation with her husband. And they are stopping here on Thursday, and I'm taking them to my favorite Mexican restaurant. So it'll be nice to see some family in Scranton from my mom's side. Usually you just go to Ohio to see them, so that'll be exciting. So plans: work on my brother's gift, start June, and then when June is done, start July, and also work on a whip. I need to work on whips. I have been starting new things this year a lot. So anyway, I hope that you're all well. I know this was short, but I haven't been working on much, so that's why. And I miss you all, and thank you so much for listening to me blather on. Please stay cool and hydrated and in the air conditioning and stitching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.